Hi dear Leo, and welcome to this March 2025 bonus reading. This is a reading for all Leo identifying people, as I like to say. I'm not an astrologer. I use astrology in connection with the tarot cards because it is part of the tarot card system historically, but I am not making any predictions or analysis based on astrology. So yeah, let's look at the cards. First part of the reading is a general reading, and the second part of the reading is I just checked if my microphone is on, sorry. The second part of the reading is a relationship dynamic. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Check out my description box for all the information that you need. Follow me on TikTok. I just started a TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my art, my music. I do all kinds of different stuff. So yeah. Ooh, Fool card. I do love me a Fool card. This is a really nice energy to really start into a new sense of lightness, of openness, of experimentation, of imagination. It is a very good card for opening your mind up for manifesting, opening your fantasy up for manifesting, like pulling in all the possibilities, pulling in all the opportunities. And it is really a card of staying open to the world and being open-hearted, being also open-minded in a sense that it's very broad-minded. The Fool really has no restrictions. It's like, that's why he is often seen as a crazy person, you know. It's like you need to be a little careful here, but in this case it is important to be a little crazy. It is important to be a little delulu. It is important to be a little out of the box, or a lot out of the box, actually, to really be able to step into that new experience. The Fool is really an experience more than anything else, a way of experiencing things, a way of being completely non-judgmental and restriction-free, which is amazing. So enjoy. The Fool is the ultimate Delulu king. I want to say. So he is Delulu, but in the best possible way. Three of Swords. I think this is coming out of maybe a phase where we really need to shed some uncomfortable way of thinking. The Three of Swords is a card of sorrow, in a sense, where we it's often a card for me where we make up scenarios in our head that hurt us, more often than not. Sometimes also it's a card where we really just that you see it a little better, where we really also have outside sources or interactions that hurt us or that trigger us. It's not so much for me, the Three of Swords is often not so much a real hurt in real time. It's more like pointing to parts of ourselves that need to protect themselves. So it is trigger points. It's when people trigger us, or when we maybe need to make decisions that are uncomfortable towards other people or in our environment, or just for our own sake. And those decisions might be somewhat uncomfortable because it's a little bit of a head over heart decision. So this could be the case here. And therefore, coming in with the Fool energy, it's a great combination, because the Fool brings the lightness back in, maybe after making some decisions that have been difficult, or after also processing maybe the results of a situation that involved decisions that have been not quite easy. Tower, wow, okay, and the Ten of Cups. So this is a breaking free. this is really a breaking free into a whole new way of experiencing things. With the Fool, the Tower, it looks quite violent often, of course, as a card, but it is a Mars implication, and it is a fight to push through boundaries. And if we don't have that within us, that we break free from within, something from the outside often comes and helps us to break free from within. But in this case, I think it's really a breaking free from within. We do have a Mars here, and we do have a Mars in Pisces with the 10 of Cups, which we don't want to forget. So it's like an aggressive energy that is helping us to really break through boundaries, break through barriers, and open up a whole new depth. And that's the 10 of Cups, a whole new depth of, experiencing on an emotional level. So the 10 of Cups is really like the full picture of how to create a full and satisfying life within ourselves and with our surroundings and with everything that really connects to us on an emotional level. It doesn't get better than the 10 of Cups. So yeah, this is amazing. Let's look at the relationship dynamic. Yes, of course, the Tower moment is some sort of a intense moment, but it can be quite freeing, and sometimes we really are also subconsciously inviting in that moment where we're like, we're ready to break out of something, we're ready to break through, we're ready to break free with the Fool, also maybe from hurts, from sorrows, from things that mentally just get us to situations that we don't need to be in. That's the 3 of Swords also sometimes. It's like worrying. Worrying is sometimes just not, it doesn't make any sense so often. It's such a hard lesson to learn because you really have to practice, because we know that in theory, but to practice that type of behavior, not allowing your mind to go into certain scenarios that are just not real, it is practice. It really is practice. Okay, so this other person, Strength card in the reverse. Maybe you're dealing with another Leo, the World in reverse. Wow, 2 major arcana. So this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a romantic relationship though, of course. The Strength card in the reverse could be that somebody is like having a little bit of a hard time, and I'm understating this probably, a little bit of a hard time reining back their animalistic instincts or their passionate energy, so they might get a little bit out of hand. This is a card of drama for me. For me, it's really a card of somebody being somewhat dramatic or having a really difficult time to control their intensity, their anger, maybe their passion, maybe their sexual desire could also be, and going a little overboard. So with the World card in the reverse, I feel like this is part of a process that helps us get ready to step into the next level of our way and sense of how to do relationships. It seems like this drama, though, it could be that a person is really feeling like you're stepping out of an old cycle into a new one, here with the Fool card, the World card, and they're trying to hold you back by creating drama. We really need to be careful that people don't do that to us, but it seems like it's working a little bit, but it's also part of the process, because it seems like you're really nearly there to just transform this connection into a new level, and you're really willing, but it's still in the making, it's still in the process. And we really, when the World card is in the reverse, we really want to step into this new phase and into this new way of existing, really, as I said, with the Fool card, because he's the number 0 and the World card is the 21, which is the last one of the major arcana, and then we start with the 0 again. So this is really the full circle, and you yourself, I think, are already open for this new higher existence level of being, and another person might not be quite ready yet. And a relationship with it's, I think, a closer relationship, as I said, it doesn't have to be romantic, is probably holding you back to really be ready to step into that new level. Or this is the challenge to still manage to, if you want to, you know, carry this person along, and if this person wants to come along, there needs to be some compromise here. Let's see what the connecting card is. 2 of Swords, yeah. A decision has to be made, even though there might be conflicting, and we have a King of Swords here, there might be conflicting perspectives on a thing. I feel like there is a sense of conflict with the 2 of Swords in the reverse, where we cannot quite figure out the common point where we can meet to decide to step forward together. And that is a decision now, I think, that you really have to make. I think there is a situation, this is a situation where it's possible with the Knight of Coins. There is another Tower here, by the way. It is also important to think in a sustainable way and long-term way, and do not make any sudden movements, even though we have a Tower moment here. But I think really doing the right thing, making the smart decision and strategizing, which is the King of Swords, and not getting too drawn in by the emotional intensity of the thing, is gonna be the way to go here, I think. Yeah, I have a feeling, I just do have a feeling that there is just 2 different paths, and the way forward is not yet quite clear. But I think it is, this person is right now not in a, this other person is right now not in a position where they can make a calm judgment. So I think the calm judgment, which would be the King of Swords very much, should be made from your side, I think, more than from their side. And with the, as I said, with the Knight of Coins here underneath the King of Swords, it's very much also about thinking, how can we create together, build together, and how can we make this sustainable in the long run, and not make any rash decisions. I don't, you know, if I don't get a clear, very, very clear message or inspiration for, oh, here's a breakup, or here's a new person, or whatever, I don't read like that. It's like I read relationships more in a deeper sense. You know, how do we create relationships as a whole, not as, oh, there's this one person and then there's this, because we do go through these same challenges with new people if we don't learn the lesson. You know, it's not it's not gonna end. It doesn't matter if it's a new person or an old person, really, in my book. When it comes to our self-development and self-growth, I'm not saying that people are just like exchangeable, maybe in a sense, but of course we're all individuals, and individuals are important. So yeah, this 2 of Swords here is really, I mean, as you can see, there's really these 2 doors coming from different directions, not really being able so much meeting in the middle for some reason, but the paths kind of look the same. You know, that's the funny thing about it, because those doors look the same, the stairs look the same, the backgrounds look the same, the swords are the same. It is not so much of a different energy here than we might think, maybe even. That's what I see. But the beautiful thing about this reading really is the Ten of Cups here, and your own readiness to step into a new thing, and to even maybe quantum leap, you know. It's like the Fool card is also leaping, a leap of faith into a whole new way of being. A little bit into the unknown, but it's not scary unknown like the Moon card. It is more like a joyful welcoming of what's to come, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, check out the description box if you want to follow me on TikTok or sign up for my newsletter. That is a good idea, because with the newsletter you get all the also information and notifications when I go live or when I am online again. So yeah, do that, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.